Right.
And top of the morning to you. And it's you didn't expect that one, did you? Thought we'd play a little bit of St. Patrick's Day music, just for the fun of it. You look like you're ready to do a jig.
Right.
We do have.
Can we do that? This is not cultural appropriation. We're not going to offend the Irish.
No. But we do have our type of green on. This is all I have for green.
I did wear green. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's kind of bluish green.
Well, okay. Aqua.
But anyway, good morning to you. It's midweek Wednesday. We thought we'd come to you with a little bit of fun and mayhem. Midweek mayhem, as I called it. I'm so happy today. I don't know. This music always gets me going.
Yes.
We're not going to play it during the whole workout, but we can do our warm-up with it.
You know how hard it would be to do an Irish jig with a kettlebell in the hand?
No, but we can do the warm-up with it. I hope you're having a bit of laughs this morning, this early. It's good for your soul. It's good for you to laugh and to get your vibrations high and all that good stuff. But anyway, so happy that you joined us this morning. And it's really about living your life the best way you can and being happy every moment, no matter what's going on around you, whether it's in government or we don't want to talk about that right now. Family or relationships or work or anything like that. So we're going to have a bit of fun today.
Yes.
I guess I can turn this off now, huh?
We're awake.
That was fun, wasn't it? I love that music.
It was lovely.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to get started with a little bit of a warm-up this morning. Or green beer, whatever you're drinking this morning.
Yes.
And join us for a warm-up. Bugaboo's waking up here in the.
She did not want to get up this morning.
She was time changed the past 3 mornings. She didn't want to sleep in. A little bit of a warm up here on St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
Ooh.
Right.
So everybody up off your seat. Push
Let's go.
Down. And we're going to do some hops. Drop down your shoulders, let it all go. Release the tension. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Oh my God, this feels good, especially midweek. And it feels even better as we head towards Friday. On Friday, I'm like, oh God, this feels so good. Drop
Is it today?
Today's Wednesday.
Is it really?
Yeah, Wednesday already. Dropping down, letting our arms and shoulders go. It's like flicking water off your pinky. Sort of doing karate chop. Down on the floor. God, that feels good. Heart openers. Come around and open up our arms. You don't have to force them open far, but as you do, gratitude for everything that you have in your life. And as you come around, we're doing a bit of body tapping, which is a qigong practice. Waking up ourselves, waking up our bodies, our skin. You can do your whole body tapping. I've done it many times. And I actually, as I think I've mentioned before, I body tap my face. I take face tap when I wash my face in the morning. See what happens when you get up before you're awake. Say all kinds of things. I'm just doing a bit of a twist. I'm going to follow David's lead, as he said, to kind of bend down and fold at the hip crease, and you get a nice stretch in your quads. Are you doing this?
You know, and a lot of people who have pain and tingling that go down their legs.
Yeah, I used to.
This exercise will actually help that, because if you feel when you twist around, it affects piriformis. So on this side, you feel it when you do that way. All right. Roll the head.
A little bit of a head roll. Just want to take it easy. We're just warming up. The hard work comes in a few minutes. So if you can make it through this, you're doing well. We can move on to the difficult stuff. Funny, when I'm doing warm-ups, I always look down and make sure I have my pants on right side. I mean, I always have my I always have my,
I'll be right back.
I just realized I don't have my pants on. No, I always have my pants on, but sometimes because it's like 4:30 in the morning, or 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm getting dressed, they may be inside out. This is the move it or lose it move. Seriously though, folks, if you don't move it, you will lose it as you age. Trust me. Trust me. We both work out, and it still sometimes is difficult to get out of the car when you've been riding for 2 hours. Especially on one side of my hip. My hips have been, that's the tough part for me. Shoulders used to be, but I've worked on my shoulders a lot, and those have really changed a lot. My hips, I still have difficulty with. And I don't know, I haven't really done any research on it. I should do it. When I was a kid, I think I was just starting to walk, they put these, I was born in 1962. So in the 60s, they decided, because my feet went, I don't know which way they went. I think they went out. And they put these bars on my feet to hold my feet in place for a lengthy amount of time. And I can't imagine that's good for your hips because it keeps your hips in place, right? Solidifies your hips. How can I move my hips? So I'm not sure if that has something to do with it. For those of you who are my age, I'm 58. If you had that happen to you, let me know how you.
That's why it cracks me up when everybody's like, follow the science, listen to the doctors. It's like, dude, have you seen what doctors used to do to people?
Yeah. Well, solidified is the same. They told everybody it was a sleep correction. You know what I mean? And in the 60s, and then they all of a sudden birth defects started happening.
Yeah.
And they still side effects on that because and so I don't trust the government when it comes to that type of thing. I prefer to listen to people who are doing the research. But anyhow.
Yeah, the good news is that doctors no longer have to have malpractice insurance because they're always right.
Yeah. Aaron is here. Melissa is here. Great to have all of you. Tammy, I haven't seen you in a couple of days. I was wondering about you the other day. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Are we ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right. Let's do this thing.
Let me take my ring off first. If you have jewelry on when you're swimming in kettlebell, recommendation is to stop.
You get a.
And it could move. It could break a bracelet or. I don't have my necklace.
Nope. Just told people to take jewelry off.
Well, I wear a necklace, which is fine. I'm talking more about on your hands.
Gotcha. All right, 2 hands on the bell. Pick it up. Let's do some swings and begin.
Now, for those of you who are new to kettlebell, there is the right way to swing. You're not just swinging it arbitrarily. Just there's a form that you use.
One-handed alternating swing.
And if you go to David's YouTube channel, Sensei David Hills, we have about 6 months worth of videos that goes over the basics, form, how to swing, what the importance of kettlebell working out is. Really important information.
Bring it to the rack. And begin.
Just doing that.
Yep. Nine. 10. Change hands. 9, 10. Change hands. Pressing it overhead and then return to this position. With a full lockout. Sit back into the hips. Push the hips forward.
Do that one.
All right, so yeah. Now, one thing I want to say, just like in the swing, there's kind of two types of swing. One where you're sort of squatting, right, where the hips go down, up, and then hinging here. Very little movement of the knee. What I want you to try is when you do your press, instead of going down and up, go back. Translate that backward and forward motion. All right, going to the right hand, to the rack. 10 of them. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
These get heavy.
Yeah.
Doing that. Whoops. Sorry. I think I just did. Holy smokes, that was hard.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to do the half get up. So move, you can, I would say, yeah, use the 8 on this one. Now, the reason why we do the half get up is it develops the shoulders. So we've talked about there being 2 layers of muscles. The muscles on the outside, deltoids, then the muscles under those, your rotator cuff. Those are the muscles that stick your arm to your body. To work those muscles appropriately, we put them under load and seat the shoulder, and then with it loaded up, we change the position. But instead of moving the arm, we move the body. So this and this are identical. I am opening this up to this position. You see it?
Yeah.
It's just that the perspective is different. The weight is up instead of moving the weight, I move my body. So we're going to start from here and we're going to go up to this position and back down, changing our position of our arm
By using the body,
by moving the body.
not the arm.
So, like so, it's here. So go ahead and bring your kettlebell up to the raised position in front of you. Wrist straight, elbow locked, shoulders seated. Now, focus on the straightness of your arm. You're going to use your body to press the kettlebell to the ceiling. Again. 1. If you need to, pick this leg up, throw it down, and tighten your stomach to give you a boost, a little momentum. 3. 4. 5. We're going to 10. Push the envelope on this one. X. All right, we're gonna push it to 6. 2 hands.
Heavy.
Pull it in. Set it down. That's okay. We go to where we need to go till we get it there. Bring it around the body.
I don't usually use this weight. I usually use the baby one. So
Underhook. That's okay. You're getting better at it. Press it to the ceiling.
I'm holding backwards, which
Honestly, and begin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 6. 2 hands. Pull it in. Set it down. Nice. Okay. So a lot of people will notice an imbalance. One side is going to be easier than the other, or you can do more on one side than you can on the other. That kind of imbalance can actually damage your body under heavy load. There's an old saying in sports, if you're going to be tight on both sides. That way you're just slow. Otherwise, you rip yourself in half, right? And that's sort of the thing. Injuries come from imbalances between the musculature, left, right, front, back, flexor, extensor. So the way to fix it is to take the weak side and do more than you do on the strong side. If I can do 10 on this side and 5 on this side, I should do 5 on this side and 3 on this side.
so the weaker one you want to do more.
That's right.
Okay.
Because if you can do more on your strong side, and therefore you do more on your strong
So
side,
making that stronger.
it's only making the discrepancy between the two greater.
Right, that makes sense.
Right? If you switch to that protocol of doing the weaker side more and the stronger side less, eventually they match.
Now,
Then, and only then, go up in weight or number of exercises to further challenge.
now the other point is that we're not talking necessarily about the strength of the shoulder, it's the whole body.
Yeah.
In other words, when I do this side, when I have this arm up, it's harder for me to keep this foot down.
Mm-hmm.
Because my body, my whole body is, so it's not just necessarily the strength of the shoulder he's talking about, it's
Everything.
It could be something else on
Doesn't
that
matter if
side
we're
of the
doing
body.
calf raises, bench press, it doesn't matter.
But I'm talking about this particular workout.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the shoulder necessarily that's weaker, it's the rest of my
Mm-hmm.
body, because I want to lift my heel up here,
Mhm.
which I'm trying, obviously.
You mean when you pick yourself
Yeah.
up here? Yeah, that's actually,
It has to do with this
Yeah.
here.
it doesn't make it easier to lift your heel.
Well, I know,
It actually makes it harder,
right.
but it's a habit because of the way our brain is connected to our body.
Well, it's harder for me to move this area,
Right.
so
And
I
it's-
lift this up to help this area. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Right. But what it is that it's not necessarily that it is weaker, because you may possess all the strength that you need,
Could be not as flexible.
but what you need generally in order to be able to activate the muscles properly is the right firing order of the muscles, and that changes your strength. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's like people misunderstand what strength is A lot of strength is the amount of connection that your brain has to the muscle rather than the size of the muscle. You can have a very large muscle, but not have good muscle firing patterns on when to use it, and therefore end up very weak. In comparison, I mean, like watch American Ninja Warrior, some of the strongest human beings on the planet, and they look like the guy bagging your groceries. They don't look like somebody that spends their time in the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what? How does that even happen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got your bell? We're going to do some halos. So put the kettlebell between your legs. Sit down, grab it by the horns. Bring it up. Front of your face, the ball is up and around your head. 1. We're going to 10 today. 2. 3. 4. 5. Bring it nice and low behind your head. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Out of their way. 1. 2. 3. 4. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Set it down. Nice. All right. You're going to need a pair of gloves. Here's your other one.
Good ones?
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're going to do sets of 5. I'm going to do a set of 5. And as soon as the kettlebells touch the ground, you begin your set of 5.
What are we doing?
Double, swing to the rack and press.
Okay.
Double long cycle, sets of 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking good. 7. 1. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fight for it. 5. Sit them down. One more set. Here we go. 4. 1. 2. You're good. 4. Last one, use form. 5. That's a shock to the system, isn't
That
it? Nicely done, guys.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Hope you worked out with us. It's so fantastic. It's for our day. It's the foundation of our day, the foundation of our life. Sending all of you love, peace, joy, happiness, and of course abundance. And some special healing energies to any of you who may be suffering in the world today. Hopes that you find some peace. Have fun today. St. Patty's Day.
Have a good one, guys.
Don't have too much green beer. We'll see you here
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Love you. Bye, guys.